Easter eggs are a big part of that day, but decorating eggs is a big part of Eileen Tokita's life. In fact, she has the nickname the Egg Lady. The Egg Lady, affectionately named so, and she joins us here this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming and bringing your beautiful eggs. These are in the vein of Fabergé eggs and so forth. And take a look at these. I'll get out of the way, and you can tell us how did you begin your love and passion for decorating eggs like this?
About 20 years ago, I lived in Montgomery, Alabama, and I met a lady who had a fabulous egg collection. The moment I saw those eggs, I knew that I wanted to learn to do it.
Really? What do you get out of decorating eggs like this? Why do you love it so much?
Every time you do one, you just think, you start with an egg, and then you create something of everlasting beauty. I mean, every time I do an egg, it's fun. It's really a thrill.
And you've sold your eggs in the past?
Yes.
A lot of eggs?
Oh yes, all over the world. I used to sell all over the world.
Why used to sell?
Well, I've been doing this now for 21 years, and I would rather teach other people to make the eggs than to sell the eggs.
You don't get any fulfillment out of selling them anymore?
Well, you know, just think, if you had to sit down and make 4 of those or 6 of these, you know, it really becomes just tedious work.
That's true. Now, something like this, how long does it take you to make?
This one takes about 5 full days, so at least 40 hours of work.
And I got a question. Some of these are huge eggs. What kind of eggs are they?
These large ones are ostrich. The middle-sized ones are goose. This is a rhea egg. This is a rhea egg. Can I turn this on?
Oh, beautiful.
We also use small eggs. This is quail and duck.
Beautiful. Now, we don't expect that everyone will go home and make something like this for Easter, but you do have some tips for us, right? What are you going to show us?
Well, I wanted to just briefly show what you could do at home. This is a chicken egg out of my fridge, and what you want to do...
A raw egg?
Yes.
Okay.
This is a cuticle scissor that most people have at home. You just hold the egg in your hand and stab the middle of the egg, and then I just use the scissor to cut an opening in the egg.
Okay.
And you can cut a perfectly oval opening in the egg. This is, in fact, the way I empty the egg out.
Okay.
And the only thing you need to remember is don't close the scissor. Just keep it, you know, working in a sawing motion.
Can you hold that sort of? You see how she's doing that? I cracked mine already. I've got a horizontal.
I could even have an omelet with that one.
Hold that little hole up there for them to see. That's amazing. And then you can just start gluing things on. And
so once I've cut it like this, here's one that I've already cut. What you want to remember is when you look from the side, the cut should be straight or flat.
Okay.
So that gives you a nice oval opening. Then the next thing I do is put 1 row of cord and add a row of pearls if you want. I did reinforce the inside with glue and a little bit of glitter.
Okay. I assume you have to dry these out first, right?
Yes. Okay. After you clean them all out, you can let them dry.
Any kind of glue?
Tacky glue or Elmer's glue.
Oh, yeah?
Just a regular white glue. And if you have trouble cutting, you can paint the whole front of the egg with glue before you cut. And that helps to hold the egg together.
That makes sense. Let's show what you've made with something like that, some ideas.
See, that's really taking it to the extreme. One of my students made that, and it's real fancy.
And look at that.
But this is just a simpler version of what we started.
It's easier than I thought, actually, to cut it and to get started. You just got to be a little creative.